Hey there, guys. It's Bobbie again, back at it for you, Tenerife Fitness online members and clients. Today's going to bring forward our very first mindset seminar, which I'll be hosting today. Today, the biggest topic that we're going to be going over today is just going to be motivation. Now, this is going to be a very important topic in these coming times because things are very, very trying at the moment. Everything's a little bit harder, especially with the state of the world at the moment. So we're just going to touch on a few things that may help you or motivate yourself through these times. Not necessarily have to be fitness orientated. Everything that I'm going to talk about today will be heavily fitness emphasized, but this can be all applied to your day-to-day activities with different types of goals, whether it be work, trying to get through this really crappy situation that we're in at the moment, getting out of bed, stuff like that. So to kick things off, motivation. What is motivation? So motivation is obviously a driving force which will get you out of bed in the morning to keep you pursuing day-to-day activities, let alone goals, ambitions, things of that manner. So to begin with, we're all going to start feeling stuck, lazy or flat at some stage of our life now, and that's okay. Everybody's going to go through those periods. I know I go through those periods quite often. So what we're going to need to do is just find ways to keep ourselves motivated, pushing forward, waking up with a positive attitude, and stuff like that. So in regards to fitness, every time you train, you just have to keep in mind that you're always improving. So with that being said, that doesn't necessarily have to apply just for your training as well. So for example, if you do art, every time you do art, every time you do pieces of work, stuff like that, you are still chipping away at the bigger picture, the bigger thing that you're trying to strive for. So you got to remember that sometimes just doing a little bit helps, and you just have to put that in perspective sometimes. My favorite rule of thumb and my favorite quote that I tell myself is 1%ers always make up 100% of the outcome. I was taught that very young, playing football at quite a high level growing up, is 1%ers will always generate 100% of the outcome. So with that being said, you don't necessarily, especially in these times, you don't necessarily have to be too hard on yourself. If you can't get through all the training that you want to do, or get through all the work that you need to cram in such a confined space or anything like that. Sometimes just doing some of the work at a little bits at a time is perfect. This one is very broad. We all go through challenges in life, and sometimes life itself is the workout. So that's okay to take a little step back and just re-find your motivation or your energy or stuff like that, and that's okay. I feel like the biggest key in this whole situation to stay motivated, stay functioning, stay positive, is to just get up, get moving, maybe go outside, just suck some oxygen in the mornings, roll out of bed, just pump out 10 push-ups, get the blood flowing, jump some jumping jacks, do something just to get yourself rearing to go and pushing through an incredibly difficult period for everybody at the moment. Sometimes it's just one step at a time, especially at times like this. We just have to keep chipping away, just like what I say at the gym, just chip away. And finally, the last thing I want to bring to your attention is, if you're stuck in a rut or being down on yourself, or just being incredibly unmotivated. This applied to me for a very, very long time, suffering from hereditary depression. I still suffer from it now. Regardless if I'm feeling stuck or flat or lazy or unmotivated, it's not going to help me in the outcome in the long run. Regardless of how I'm feeling, what I'm doing or what I'm not doing at that stage, it's not going to make me happier later on. So you just got to put that in perspective sometimes and just got to think to yourself, even if I'm doing a little bit, it is impacting me a lot later on. So I've got a little bit of an exercise for you guys to do, and I want you guys to ask yourself, this is going to be a very, very fitness-orientated question. You can always tweak it for yourself if you wanted to, whether it be family, fitness, health, work, whatever, art, I don't mind. I ask myself, why do I train? Okay, why do I train? And the key to this exercise is to physically write down on paper or on the computer screen why you do things. Why do I train? My reasons are, I'm going to spit it out there for you. I'm not shy. I'm not want to hide anything. So the reasons why I train is I want to be the best version of myself. You know, I know that there is a peak athlete in this body. I'm the one that needs to bring it out. I want to be strong, and I want to be happy with how I look and how others perceive me. So that's more of a self-esteem thing for me. I like to look impressive and feel impressive when we are doing these things. Also, another point that I like to make is I want to prove myself wrong, especially in fitness. You know, I'm my biggest roadblock. I'm my biggest hindrance, you know, so I love proving myself wrong, let alone everybody else. I love doing that as well, but that's beside the point. My last and most important fact, or my last important point, would be I want to be happier with myself and within myself. So I know training releases endorphins and all that type of stuff, that puts more of a positive attitude on my life or my day even. I know after a big tough slog at work or big tough slog with a workout, I know I'm always going to be happier at the end because I've released those chemicals and those endorphins and stuff like that. And that is also another driving motivator for me to get back into the gym and do more work, is because I know I will get that quote unquote high after training. So my question to you guys is, for this exercise, I want you to write down in the comments below, if you are feeling comfortable, why do you train? Why do you do things? Why do you get up in the morning? So write down in the comments below, if you are keen and not shy, write down in the comments below your motivators and see if you can motivate somebody else. Thanks again, Tenerife team. I love you all. If you guys have any questions or any issues, reach out to one of the boys. We are always here to help. Thanks again.